Alright guys, so what we're looking at here is a Hamer XT series, and it's a Scarab. And I haven't had one of these. I know this is not the USA made version of it from the 80s. This is the imported version. And it appears that somebody has installed a Kaler trem on this one. Nice smooth action there. And it's really dirty. I just bought it. It's time to clean it up. Let's pull the strings off of it. Okay, since I just purchased the guitar, let's go ahead and we'll test the truss rod. Take that off there. Scarab! Alright, let's test this truss rod and see what's going on there. There we go. Nice. Tighten it up. Snug it up just a little tiny bit. Okay, so real quick, let's just look at the condition of these frets. I just bought the guitar. And, they look like somebody hasn't really played them very much. I don't see any little dents in them. I'm going to clean them and polish them up, but the frets look good. They're small, narrow and small frets. I think this guitar was built, I think about 25 this guitar was built. So it's about 15 years old. But if you guys watch my channel, you know this is the kind of guitars that I always end up getting. So, somebody put the Kaler on there. Kind of a neat upgrade. These originally just came with like a Tune-O-Matic 2-piece bridge. Okay, so I have a piece of 1500 grit micro mesh, and I'm just running it along these fret ends like this. And, you know, it might take a little bit of the gloss off the edges, but I'd rather have my fretboard feeling super nice and smooth. So I literally just rub this on the frets, on the whole fretboard. It's not doing damage. What it's doing is it's really smoothing these frets out. And so when you do string bends and stuff, it's going to feel super glossy, super glassy, and it's getting these fret ends nice and rounded. And then I will put some polish on this and polish it back up after I do this. I'll put some lemon oil and stuff on the rosewood here, the fretboard. But I just love it when you feel these fret ends and they just, you know, they feel like butter. Nice and smooth. If this was a $3,000 PRS or something like that, you definitely would not do this, okay? I'm not saying this is the proper thing to do on every kind of guitar. On a mid $300, maybe $500 guitar at the most, I think you're fine to do this. It's a fast and simple way, oh yeah, to get that feeling nice and smooth. So I've got a small bottle of Hydrate fingerboard conditioner from D'Addario that I'm going to put on the fretboard right here, and just a couple of drops on it. Then you take a little rag and you just kind of put it on here real nice and quick, and wipe off the excess, kind of let it soak in for a while. Looks real good. Hydrates the fretboard. Okay, so this is a Kaler that's been installed in here, and it's called the Flyer, made in USA. And I went ahead and took it off, and we can see the routing job underneath here. And I mean, it's sufficient. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but I mean, it works. And the thing is, I took this off because when I'm looking at this, it looks like it was mounted in here just a little bit there's a little bit more room here than it is up here. I think it was mounted in here a little crooked. I think I'm going to re-drill these holes on this side, and I've got my ruler right here, and this is I think I'm going to have to figure out how to intonate this thing, because these saddles look like they're in, especially that B string, looks like it's in a really weird spot. So I'm going to re-drill this, set it back down in there, and do my best to make sure that they're aligned really nicely and everything. So wish me luck on this one. Okay, so I re-drilled the holes underneath here. I got 2 new screws and I put in the back here, because the ones that came out of here, they were just, the head was kind of stripped out of them. And so I was able to find some new chrome ones that went in the back right there, and so that looks a lot better. And it looks like it's lined up better right here up against the pickup ring, and so I think it's nice and straight now. Okay, so to adjust the intonation and to move these saddles back and forth, you take a little Allen wrench and you stick it in the end right there. And I'm just going to see if this thing slides forward a little bit. And after I get the strings on it, then I can really do a fine adjustment. But just by looking at that, I thought that that was way too far back. But you don't know 100% for sure till you put strings on it. This one looks like it maybe needs to come forward a little bit. There you go. And this one, I think maybe I'll run it back just a little bit. Okay, that's the first time I've ever intonated, or it's the first time I've ever adjusted saddles on a Kaler. So I'm learning right along with you guys. Okay, today's string choice, Ernie Ball, regular slinky, 10 through 46. Let's get after it. Alright guys, so here I am with my 2005 Hamer Scarab, and this is the imported one. Now if you can get your hands on one of the American made ones from the 1980s, you're looking at a guitar that's worth a couple $1,000s. These are the made in China versions, and maybe they bring $300, $400, maybe $500 at the very high end spot. It's not the best guitar to play while setting down. On this leg, it's kind of everything's back here. I guess you could kind of do one of these kind of things to it. Let's see what this thing sounds like here a little bit now. These strings on here. Let me double check my tuning. But again, man, these Hamers were awesome guitars. Now, you find a lot of guitar companies that were popular in the 80s. They ended up doing imported versions of their guitars. And that's exactly what we're looking at right here. It's kind of cool that somebody went and put a Kaler on this thing. a lot of times, half the guys in the world are going to be like, oh, dude, you ruined that guitar throwing that Kahler on there. But then there's other guys that love the Kahlers. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the old BC Riches all had Kahlers on there. Let me try a little bit something. Cool. I'm not sure if I love the pickups real cool. You know, let me go over here. Let me try a little clean channel stuff. Maybe I'm in a 6505, not good cleans. Alright, so it sounds like when this toggle switches all the way down, you're in the neck position. Everything works really nice about the guitar. It's a really cool find. I'm happy to have it, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Another quick video, a restring video. It's a Hamer, it's imported. You gotta love it. It's a killer shape, right? And everybody, if you can, again, if you can find an American-made one, they came with Kahlers, and they're really sort of sought after right now. But there you guys go. Quick video. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a great day.